Jedi, the Council is pleased to see you've arrived on Alderaan. Until recently, Alderaan was a part of the Republic. Today, it's on the brink of collapse. Shortly after seceding, both the Queen and the heir to the Alderaanian throne were assassinated. A usurper, Boris Ulgo, stepped into power, setting off a civil war.
Spare me the history lesson. Just tell me who I'm supposed to find.
Master Sidoni Garen, one of the Jedi Order's finest strategists and diplomats, dropped out of contact briefly while on Alderaan. She's made contact since, but was evasive about her silence. Master Sidoni is brokering a peace on Alderaan. If she is suffering from the plague, it could jeopardize the entire peace process.
Why must I always be the one to fix these things?
You are the only one with the ability to shield the Plague Master's victims. Master Sidoni was working with the head of House Organa's diplomatic corps, Hala Morgana. Find Master Sidoni and make sure she is well, that the peace process is not in jeopardy.
Welcome, Jedi. I'm Hala Morgana, head of House Organa's diplomatic corps, and this is my younger, more handsome brother, Lu.
Please, Hala, you do yourself an injustice. Your age gives you a stately difference.
If I wasn't wearing my extra years around my waist, I might agree. Now, Jedi, how can I help you?
I was told that you could put me in touch with Master Sidoni Garen.
Ah, yes, Master Sidoni. Truly remarkable woman. Well, you just missed her. She's at the Peace Summit. A peace summit on Alderaan. Imagine that. But I'll call her. The location of the summit is a secret for obvious reasons. But I'm sure she'd welcome your assistance.
Hala Morgana, I'm sorry, but I'm very busy right now. The summit is just getting underway.
I was hoping I could join you.
You're Master Yuan's student, aren't you? It's wonderful the Council sent you to assist me, but this is a very delicate process, with no place for a Padawan.
I passed my trials, and I think the Council knows what it's doing.
Only official representatives of the houses may attend the summit. What would the other houses think if another Jedi from House Organa showed up? And I don't have time to debate. If you'll excuse me.
Master Sidoni, I'm sorry, Jedi. That's really not like her.
Don't apologize. Get me into that summit.
Yes, right, of course. Master Sidoni said that only representatives can go to the summit. Unfortunately, Organa's representative is already there.
Hal, House SWTOR. You know, with the beautiful daughter. Couldn't our Jedi friend represent them?
Huh! My brother is a genius. House SWTOR is desperate for a representative, but the usurper Ulgo destroyed their hopes. If you could help them defend themselves against their enemies and return them to glory, I'm sure they'd make you their delegate.
Why would I want to represent such a worthless house?
It's true, House SWTOR isn't much now, but their lineage is noble.
You'll find Lord Tyrrell in his house's last holdings, an enclave near Ulgo lands and Killik nests. I will let them know you're coming.
And beware the Killiks. Those insect men have terrible tempers.
Chino hagwa buntacho, chubalong haku, yasa un kubas, taja bakta tunbunko.
I have more pressing issues at hand.
Quanta humpa, muri rava fupa jipampa wula. Akinsali kikava dumpa stupa.
I will destroy them all.
Akinsa likikava dumpa stupa. Wana wada blota wijawa. O wamawanka makuski. Uka kampak nijit. Tonka hiliska chanaga.
Are you Lord Terrell? I'm here to become your delegate to the Peace Summit.
Jedi, yes. Organa told me you'd be coming, but, well, this is... well, it's complicated. The whole house needs to approve a new delegate, and, well, they say they won't approve a stranger.
He may be a stranger, but he's a Jedi. I should think you'd be grateful for his assistance.
Yes, of course, but House Terral has fallen so hard, we don't even have the strength to hope. It will take more than my word to convince them.
In other words, you're all too full of self-pity to help yourselves.
It wasn't always this way, Jedi. But then our original delegate was killed, and Ulgo drove us back to this hole. I'm sorry, you're right. As my daughter Fasha says, no good can come of self-pity.
Just tell the Jedi our plan, Father.
Right. House Terral's current position is precarious. Our enemy, House Ulgo, seeks our destruction. Their army is at our gate. House Terral needs a strong ally if we are to survive. We need House Organa.
What would be involved?
We proposed a marriage alliance to House Organa. My daughter Fasha would marry Lou Organa.
But House Terral is weak, and powers within Organa. Fear we'd drag them down with us.
We need to prove to Organa that House Terral can defend itself against its enemies.
If you can defend yourself, do you really need an alliance?
We only need to defend ourselves for a short time to win the confidence of our prospective allies. As I've said, House Ulgo's forces are at our gates, threatening to drive us out of our last holding. But Ulgo's commanding general, Astor Vox, is a mercenary with a loose definition of loyalty. If we can reach him, turn him, we can break the siege.
That seems simple enough to me.
We have no time to waste. I will contact House Organa the moment I hear that the siege is broken.
I've come representing House Terrell. They want you to give up this siege and join them.
Well, isn't this a surprise? The Jedi have decided to involve themselves in Alderaanian politics. You must be pretty sure of yourself to walk into a room of highly trained commandos. But you should know that I don't do business with just anyone.
You will do business with me.
Very forceful of you. But if it's an attempt to trick me, it won't work. The battlefield is the only true test of a person's worth. War, bloodshed, these are the fires and forges of greatness. I only negotiate with my equals. Besides, my men are itching for sport. Best a pack of my warhounds, we can talk.
I don't have time to waste.
Barely scratch. Some exercise.
Jedi, thank goodness I've reached you. There's good news and bad news. The good news is everyone's heard how you killed Master Vox and broke the siege, including Organa. They've agreed to the marriage alliance. Now the bad news. Lou Organa has been kidnapped.
Who is Lou Organa again?
Hallam Organa's younger brother. His marriage to my daughter Fasha was to be the linchpin of the whole alliance. This is clearly Ulgo's doing. The kidnappers were from their ally, House Rist. An Organa-Teral alliance would be disastrous to Ulgo. They must have ordered Rist to kidnap Lou Organa to stop the alliance.
Surely Organa has planned a reprisal.
House Organa is preparing to attack House Ulgo, and if they do, casualties will be great and peace impossible. The entire peace summit will collapse, and with it, our hopes for an alliance. But if you're able to rescue Lou Organa on House Teral's behalf, we can still prevent a battle and secure our alliance.
Why can't you people ever help yourselves?
I was under the impression you had agreed to help us. Rist's assassins are uncanny, and you'll be going right into their nest. Be careful, but hurry. We need to beat the Organa attack, or everything falls apart.
Jedi! Thank goodness. I thought they were going to kill me. House SWTOR sent you, didn't they? They called about an alliance. I was riding to meet them and... well, thank goodness you're here.
Do you know what reason Rist had for kidnapping you?
No. No idea. Maybe something to do with the alliance? I was going to meet with House SWTOR to discuss the marriage alliance, when these assassins swooped in and knocked me off my Thranta. I woke up here. But were they trying to prevent the alliance? Who would want to do that?
Neither the marriage nor the alliance matter to me. Just getting to the summit.
The summit? But maybe that's it. Because now that you mention it, as I lost consciousness, they were talking about Master Sidoni. But how could she be involved? It has to be a frame job. It must be.
Stop making excuses for Master Sidoni.
I'm not making excuses. Ugh. I'm sorry. My head, I still get these pains from the fall. I can't leave here until I know if Master Sidoni was involved. The kidnappers used to go into the other room to contact their employer. I'm sure we'll find a comm device there. We just need to see who they've been calling.
I told you, I can't. Oh, Jedi, I appreciate your desire to help, and I will be sure to praise your zeal to Master Yuan. But I am extremely busy right now. I can't afford interruptions.
Why is your hollow frequency in House Rist's computer?
I would assume it's because Rist was invited to the summit. Now, if you'll excuse me, Jedi, I have very important work to do.
Wait, Master Sidoni! I don't understand. What was her frequency doing here?
How much more proof do you need? That's why I need to get to the summit.
But if that's true, then the summit, delegates from all of Alderaan's houses, she could be planning something terrible. Please, I need to get out of this place. My head is killing me, and I keep looking over my shoulder expecting more assassins. I'll see that the Organa-Toral alliance is finalized, and that you get to the summit.
Baron Cedrax at your service.
Welcome back, Jedi. I owe you thanks. We haven't stood this proud since our house was young and building its first alliance with House Pantir. Thank you, Jedi.
Just make me your delegate already.
It's already been taken care of. Lou Organa and my daughter Fasha are getting acquainted as we speak. I spoke with the rest of House Toral, and the decision was unanimous. You are our new delegate. Congratulations.
So how do I get to the summit?
Well, that's something I'm not entirely clear on. I have the packet the last delegate was supposed to use, but I don't understand its contents. Some coordinates and a data spike. It appears that you need to go to those coordinates and do something with the data spike?
We'll soon find out, won't we?
Just one moment, Jedi, if I may. We would like to ask one last thing. There will never be peace for House Toral as long as House Ulgo exists. If you're able to use your influence as a Jedi to convince the Summit to strip House Ulgo, ensure they never hold a title again, we'd show our gratitude.
I don't want to do anything that will destabilize the peace.
Please, Jedi. House Toral has security now, but we still require justice. Good luck at the summit. I hope you find Master Sidoni well, and that all goes smoothly.
Manchi doti puna puna, kabuk nunis nemo.
I have Master Sidoni's permission.
Kabanotase makipuna, malituta udmishka.
So here it is, laid bare before you. The irrefutable evidence. House Ald has been conspiring against House Organa for years, preying on their good trust. House Thule is the reason the Pantir heir was assassinated. And House Ulgo is merely a puppet of House Rist.
Lies! All lies!
There are holographic recordings, documents. You can't argue with hard evidence.
We trusted you. How dare you? You will meet our armies on the field of battle.
You started the party without me.
Just keep quiet, Jedi. I do this for the good of the galaxy.
Master Sidoni, you have a sickness that's altering your mind.
I have suppressed my illness, overcome it through reason. I am thinking as I always have, in strategy, in variables and outcomes. I have calculated the future, and for the galaxy to have peace, there must be war on Alderaan. I will not be shaken from this course.
The time for discourse is over.
It doesn't matter. My work will live on. No, I won't fail. Not again. I'm so sorry, Parkanis. I failed you. I tried to keep the darkness from coming, but I failed.
You're not the first person to mention Parkanis.
It's my fault Parkanis died. Malachor III. I miscalculated. He had to be left behind. He died because of me. Vivicar! My head! Please, I can't block out his voice any longer. You must kill me to silence him.
I thought you'd never ask.
Master Sidoni! Don't get weepy, Organa. She almost had us eating each other for dinner. I think I can safely speak for all present when I say that the Summit applauds your efforts.
Indeed. But I have to say, Jedi, I'm at a loss as to how to proceed from here.
House Ulgo is the true root of all of Alderaan's problems. I move that they lose their land and titles and go into exile.
What? This is an outrage. House Ulgo are kings by right.
You are usurpers! Murderers!
Order! Order! There has been a motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
No! We won't stand for this. You will have to take our lands by force.
The Summit has spoken. This meeting is adjourned.
Thank you again, Jedi.
Jedi, I heard that a motion passed to strip Ulgo of all his lands and titles once the war's ended, and it's all thanks to you.
Ulgo will get what they deserve.
This has worked out better than I imagined it could. With Organa as an ally and Ulgo soon to be no more, House Terral may soon return to glory indeed. As promised, with the authority I possess, I proclaim you a Lord of Alderaan, and award you these credits for your service to House Terral.
Finally, I get some proper recognition.
You've certainly earned it. You've done House Terral an invaluable service. I hope you will come visit us again.
Hala Morgana told me what happened at the summit. I'm sorry that Master Sidoni is dead.
She begged for death, and I gave it to her.
I see. So Master Sidoni lost hope in the end. I wish it had ended differently, but I'm sure you did what you felt was right. Alam also reports that while you were unable to prevent a war, you stopped Sidoni before the damage became irreparable. Commendable work, Jedi.
I relied on the teachings of the Jedi.
A mark of a true Jedi, being able to trust in the Force in all circumstances. Tell me, did you learn anything new about the Plague Master, Lord Vivicar?
Master Sidoni mentioned him, but she had no information.
I see. Master Sidoni was the last of the Lost Masters, and yet Vivicar still eludes us. Return to us here on Tython immediately, and we will discuss what you have learned. Lord Vivicar cannot remain hidden forever.
You summoned me, Master Seo.
Welcome home.
I wish we could greet you with better news.
Despite using every avenue available to us, we are no closer to finding Lord Vivicar.
Actually, I believe we are. A common thread binds all the plague victims. The loss of Parkanis Tark at Malachor III. Vivicar's influence forced the Sixth Masters to relive their failures on Malachor. This is revenge. Personal revenge. Only one man would have that much anger and pain. The man who was left behind. I believe Lord Vivicar is Parkanis Tark.
Jedi, Parkanis is dead.
Far from it, Jarek.
Yuan? I told those Padawans to keep an eye on you. You must rest.
No. My pupil, my fellow Jedi, deserves to hear the truth about Malachor.
What have you been hiding?
Malachor III isn't just strong in the dark side. The planet is the resting place of the Sith Lord, Terak Moraj. Our work on Malachor woke Moraj's spirit. One by one we fell under his power. The things we did still haunt me.
The Noeticons on Coruscant said that Terak Moraj originally created the plague.
Then I've been punished appropriately. We paid a terrible price to break free of him. Parkanis was the youngest and weakest. We had to abandon him to Malachor's darkness. His sacrifice allowed the rest of us to escape, but it seems he survived and has taken Moraj's dark path.
Why did you keep this a secret?
I wasn't eager to tell my greatest student about my worst failure. I must make amends. I have a plan to help you find Vivicar. If the plague created a link between my mind and his, your shielding ability may allow me to use that link to find him.
No. You're already weak from the plague, Yuan. This could kill you.
Master Yuan knows what she's doing.
I have meditated on this. Any other avenue would take too long.
Rather intrepid, isn't she? It's quite fetching.
Very well, Yuan. But we will monitor the ritual, and your former Padawan must stay at your side.
Thank you, Seo. I will go to the meditation chamber to prepare. Please meet me there when you're ready. Thank you for coming. I have made all the preparations for the ritual to find Lord Vivicar. I plan to create a connection between us, using your shielding ability. If it was Parkanas, this should work. Drawing on your strength, I will invert the link between myself and Vivicar, and use it to sense his location.
I don't like the idea of being used as a crutch.
There are risks. For one, the shielding you gave me on Coruscant will be severed. I don't know what will happen then. It's possible I could die once your shield is gone.
If that happens, we'll never find Vivicar.
Then let's hope I survive, Jedi. No matter what happens, you must give me as much time as possible. Reversing the link may be a long process. Let us begin. Yes, it's working. I can feel his mind, and I can feel
She can feel the power that she's challenging. There is no hope. Jedi, you don't look as strong as you did last time we spoke. Yuan has drained your strength and made herself vulnerable to me. Still arrogant and reckless.
You were once Parkanas Tark, a brave Jedi. You could be that man again.
The past means nothing. All that matters is the future, which doesn't involve you. See how Yuan's will crumbles before mine. Fitting that two of my enemies will destroy each other.
You haven't heard of us.
It worked. Listen, Lord Vivicar, he's out in deep space on some sort of vessel. Here, take the coordinates. He's surrounded himself with defenses. Send this. It's his code. It will give you time to get aboard. No, the darkness. Vivicar's will is too strong. I can't hold on. Please, kill me. End it now.
I am obedient, Master Yuan.
May the Force protect you.
We've been monitoring events in the meditation chamber. Please return to the Council at once.
The ritual was a success. Lord Vivicar is out in uncharted space, but he knows I'm coming.
Now only your shielding talent can stop him.
When darkness overcame Yuan, you had the will to do what was necessary. Lord Vivicar will have made preparations, and he still has his greatest weapon, the Plague.
If that's his best weapon, he'll get a shock if he tries to use it on me.
Go to the coordinates quickly. before Vivicar strikes back. And Jedi, may the Force be with you.
I wasn't sure if you'd be foolish enough to come aboard, Jedi. But I can sense your presence.
Did the docking starship clue you in as well?
There is darkness surrounding you. It's meager compared to mine. Come to me, Jedi. Stand in the shadow of Malachor if you can. Tell me, Jedi, what was it like when you struck down a master of your own order? Was it as you imagined?
I relished the challenge of the battle.
Perhaps we aren't so different. But sadly, that won't save you. I have already won.
Really? Because I'm almost positive I'm still alive.
If you need me to remind you of that, honey, just ask.
You will understand soon, if you live that long.
Your power and tactics have got you this far, Jedi, but no further. This battle was decided before you stepped aboard.
I'm tired of your delusions. Explain yourself.
My plague isn't just a disease. It siphons power from its victims. With the proper rituals, that power can be channeled. Soon, the combined strength of your masters will make me the most powerful Force adept who has ever lived.
If you love the Force so much, prepare to become one with it.
You can't defeat me, Jedi. This face, this Vivicar, he is just another skin to be shed. Parkanus offered himself to me on Malachor III to crush the order that destroyed us. He embodied my spirit.
I am no lost Jedi, no ordinary Sith Lord. I am Terak Morage.
Call yourself whatever you like. You'll die the same way.
No one can oppose me. I am beyond flesh, beyond death.
I will crush you, Jedi, and your shattered body will fuel my rebirth!
Impressive, Jedi. You might even have triumphed, but my victory is already complete. My plague has spread farther than you can imagine. Jedi Masters across the galaxy are succumbing to it as I speak. The plague binds these Masters to me. Hundreds of them. The heart and soul of your order.
I don't care about your plague anymore. It's over for you.
Ah, yes. Strike now. Kill me, and you will kill every master I have ever infected. Everyone. Shielded or not, they are still bound to me. But what choice do you have? You cannot let me live, and I am deathless. Your shielding talent cannot harm me. You've lost.
Your mistake is thinking I care who dies.
Felt it. A massive shift in the Force. We have reports from across the galaxy. Dozens of Masters have died from the plague. Maybe hundreds.
If Terak Morage's plan had succeeded, the entire Order could have been wiped out.
Morage? So this threat was even greater than we knew. Thank you for all you have done. The Jedi Order owes its survival to you. Please, Return to us on Tython. We wish to thank you in person, and we have a special reward for you.
We've been awaiting your return. Please, step forward. Thanks to you, the shadow of the plague has been lifted from the Order.
There's a title reserved for the most prestigious among us, whose wisdom and skill safeguard the galaxy. It hasn't been bestowed in thousands of years.
There were objections, given your methods, but we must acknowledge the debt we owe. Therefore, we name you SWTOR, Warden of the Order.
How many Jedi have been named SWTOR?
In all our millennia of history, you will be the third to carry the title. And not a moment too soon. We have need of you. We have received word that the Republic is facing a new threat.
I've yet to face anything I can't overcome.
We need time to prepare a war council. The Supreme Chancellor himself will be attending.
Take time to rest. And you should record your journey in the Jedi Archives. History must know of your actions. Return to us when you feel ready. For now, the entire Order will know there is a new SWTOR among us.
Nothing like a well-deserved reward, eh, Jedi? It's no luxury cruise to Corellia, but still. That's quite the title you have.
I feel like I should curtsy.
Don't hold back on my account, Holiday.
In this outfit? You wish.
Well, without Vivikar's minions hounding us, the galaxy is vast and wide. Shall we?
From hell's heart, I stab at thee. For hate's sake, I spit my last breath.